Hello everyone. Welcome you all in the next session of the last part of the design of flanged beam. So we have calculated the area of the steel in our previous session, and we arrived on section dimensions of the section. Now we'll check that section for shear. So as we have calculated earlier, the shear force as 88 kilonewton. So from clause 40.1, nominal shear stress tau V is equal to Vu by Bw into d. Remember, here you have to substitute width of the rib here, not width of the flange. So just substitute all the values. Shear force as 88 you convert in terms of Newton, divided by width of the web into effective depth. So we got 1.02 Newton per mm square of nominal shear stress. As we have calculated earlier also, percentage of steel as 1.4%. From the table 19 of IS 456, for M25 grade of concrete and 1.4% of steel, so tau C value comes as 0.73 Newton per mm square. You can refer table 19 and clause 40.2.1.1 of IS 456 2000. And again you have to check from table 20 also value of tau C max. For M25 grade concrete it will be 3.1 Newton per mm square. So we got three values, tau V, tau C and tau C max. So out of these three values if you compare, so tau V is more than tau C, but tau V is less than tau C max. So as per clause as per IS 456, we have to design it for shear. This section is unsafe for shear, but no need to revise this section as tau V value is less than tau C max. So as per clause 40.3, we have to design the shear. So we will choose as vertical stirrups. So for that, formula is VUS is equal to 0.87 Fy ASV into D divided by SV, where VUS is equal to Vu minus tau C Bw into D. Just substitute the values. So we got 25.48307 kilonewton. Now we have to calculate the shear reinforcement. So from the previous formula, we will assume 8 mm diameter two-legged stirrup for the calculation of ASV. So ASV is the area of the shear reinforcement. So we assume two-legged 8 mm bar. So area of the steel is 2 into pi by 4 into 8 square. So that comes out 101 mm square. Just we will substitute in the above formula to get the required spacing of the stirrups. So if you substitute, we got a spacing of 533 mm. So that is quite large. So we will reduce that. So we will provide 8 mm diameter two-legged stirrup at 200 mm center to center. So you can provide 250 also. So or you can provide 150 also. So this is what about shear reinforcement. Next we will check the section for deflection. So as per clause 23.2.1, so we have calculated already percentage of steel as 1.4%. Now we will check L by D max is equal to L by D basic into KT, KC, KF. So KT is the reduction factor for tension reinforcement, KC for compression reinforcement, and KF is the reduction factor for flanged section. So already we have calculated the reduction factor for flanged section Kf as 0.8. So same thing we will take, and Kc value is 1 because there is no compression reinforcement in this section, and we will calculate now Kt. So from figure 4 of the IS 456 2000, that chart is shown in the screen. So first we will calculate the Fs, stress in steel. So formula is given 0.58 Fy, area of the steel required divided by area of the steel provided. So after substituting these values we have already calculated earlier, just we will have to substitute here. So we got 212 Newton per mm square of Fs. So we have to refer now from the graph. You first fix the percentage of steel on x axis. So values are start from 0, 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.6. So we have marked 1.4%. Then we will extend the line till we get 212 Newton per mm square stress curve. So that is not there, but nearest value, which curves that gives nearest of this value will be picked, or interpolation also can be done. So respective value for 1.4% and 212, we have found the Kt value, means reduction factor for tension reinforcement. So Kt value comes out as 0.9. So Kt value comes at 1.1. So after substituting in the L by D max equation, so 20 is the L by D ratio for simply supported beam. Kt value is 1.1 and Kc value is 1 and Kf value is 0.8. So we got 17 as a L by D max value. So actually L by D actual means whatever is our span divided by whatever effective depth we have providing. So that value comes at 16. So from this we can compare L by D max is more than L by D actual. So we can say the section is safe in deflection. So in our previous calculation we have made the section safe for flexure, then shear, then deflection. So now we can sketch the reinforcement. So this is our results of the design result. So section size 0.4 into 230. This 0.4 is overall depth including the flange, thickness of the flange. Then top bars we have to take as 2 numbers of 12 mm diameter as hanger bars. Then bottom bars 6 numbers of 16 mm diameter bars, and we have provided 2-legged 8 mm diameter stirrups at 200 mm center to center. So this was the section of the T beam you have to provide like this. So with this the design of flanged beam condition is neutral axis is within flange is completed. Okay, thank you.